Hey guys, LQ here with the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about, and that includes Cobra Kai, and we're going to do a ranking video now. We're going to rank the 6 seasons of Cobra Kai from worst to best. And make no mistake, all 6 seasons of Cobra Kai are good. I would rank all 6 seasons as fresh on the tomato meter. I really enjoyed all of them. But there is a best and there is a worst. So let's start with number 6. Number 6 is Cobra Kai Season 6. It was the season where it felt like it went on a little bit too long. I understand that they were building up to the Sekai Taikai the last few seasons, but this one really felt like it just kind of maybe extended the show's welcome a little bit. It was still welcome, but we had to extend that welcome a little bit. I felt like a lot of the storylines closed after season 5, and that they had to manufacture some conflict in season 6, and a lot of that conflict was conflict that we'd already seen. Not to mention the fact that the Sekai Taikai introduced a lot of villains, and because of that, a lot of the conflict in this season we weren't as invested in because they had just introduced a lot of these villains. Still a good season, and the last 3 or 4 episodes was among some of the best episodes of the entirety of Cobra Kai. But overall, season 6 just didn't quite fire on the same amount of cylinders as the other 5 seasons did. All right, number 5. Number 5 for me is Cobra Kai Season 3. Again, good season. I enjoyed it. But this one kind of frustrated me a little bit. The Johnny Daniel dynamic. I just wanted them to be friends, right? Their dynamic was there. And it frustrated me because I just wanted them to be friends. I wanted them to work together. And the house fight at the end, I felt like the house fight tried to recreate the intensity of the school fight, and it just didn't seem as authentic as that school fight was. Not to mention the fact that there was also a lot of flip-flopping in season 3, where people would be on one side and then just immediately flip over to the other side, and it just, sometimes it made sense, sometimes it didn't, sometimes it was jarring, but overall, like I said, overall, I like it. It was just, it's number 5. All right, number 4. Number 4 is Cobra Kai Season 5. Again, I really like this season a lot. There's a lot of great stuff in this. The crazy end battle between Johnny and Chosen and Mike Barnes and Terry Silver and his goons. Fantastic final fight. Seeing Chosen and Terry Silver fight to the death was great to see. The big fight at the Cobra Kai dojo at the end was excuse me. It was okay, but really the stakes were in the Terry Silver and his goons versus Daniel's former nemesi. Again, lots of high stakes, and this really felt like it could have been the natural ending to Cobra Kai. But it wasn't. We had season 6, and I liked season 6. So let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is Cobra Kai Season 4. There was a lot of great stuff here in Cobra Kai Season 4. We saw Terry Silver return as kind of the primary antagonist of the show. And we had some great character moments, especially with, for me, I think kind of the standout in this season was Eli Hawk. He really had a great arc in this season, and it ended with him as the champion of the All Valley. Thought it was a great arc for Eli, and thought he was definitely one of the standouts of this season. I also thought that Tori had a pretty good arc in this, and finding out at the end that her win probably wasn't legitimate, definitely led to greater things for the character in the future, greater development of the character. So yeah, Cobra Kai Season 4 is number 3. All right, number 2 is Cobra Kai Season 2. This one took everything I loved about Season 1 and kind of made it bigger. And and that comes down to the fight at the end. You know, the first season ended with the All Valley. This one ends with the giant school brawl. Yeah, the giant school brawl wasn't ultra realistic, right? I mean, in reality, that thing would have been shut down pretty quick. Um, but it wasn't shut down quick. This is a karate fantasy, and the kids were allowed to fight for a undisclosed amount of time, and um, it ended with in a very dramatic fashion with Miguel falling off the stairs and breaking his back. So Cobra Kai season 2 was a really great season, and it really set the stage for everything that would come after. But for me, the best one is still Cobra Kai season 1. This season did such a good job of establishing who Daniel LaRusso is, who Johnny Lawrence is, and who they would be moving forward, meaning neither one of them are the bad guys. Neither one of them are the good guys. There are good and bad things about Johnny. There are good and bad things about Daniel. They both have character strengths and character weaknesses. And this season did such a good job of establishing what those character strengths and what those character weaknesses are. This season also did a fantastic job of establishing the relationship between Johnny and Miguel, the relationship that would ultimately be the heart of the show. And at the end, it was still the heart of the show. And again, it also did a great job of establishing the relationship between Daniel and Robbie. And while that relationship may not have had the same strength as the Johnny Miguel relationship would throughout the show, it still created this through line of who Robbie is and who he's going to become. So for me, the first season was so good, and it was so important. If that first season wasn't as good as it was, we wouldn't have gotten the rest. And that's a real testament to the story that they told in this first season. It was engaging, it was compelling. The characters were well written, and at the end we wanted to see more. So overall, love the show. I love all 6 seasons, but if I had to rank them, this would be my ranking. So how would you rank the seasons of Cobra Kai? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there commenting, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and until next time, we'll see you later.